Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Crazy Dallas back with another YouTube video. And in today's YouTube video, I have another NASCAR diecast shipment. A pretty decent sized shipment too. So long story short, I'm gonna try and make it short. First of all, happy Easter, everybody. Today is April 5th. On the Sunday, of course, no NASCAR racing today, unfortunately, but yeah, I got this beautiful Easter egg with too much candy that I won't be able to handle in one day. So probably take me at least probably 5 days to get through, and hopefully the candy will still be good by then. It should. I also have this $15, it looks like Cold Stone gift card. I'm just guessing it's $15 because that's the limit. It'd be nice if it would be awesome if it was 100, but you know, yeah, there's that. Happy Easter, everybody. And today we have a NASCAR diecast shipment where we have a lot of stuff, and I'm talking 4 boxes here. 3 of the 4 boxes are pretty light because they came from different shippers or whatever. But there are like 3 or 4 cars in this shipment. I can't remember how many cars I had in the shipment that I got. But there was like at least 2 or 3 at least that were really rare and hard to find. That everybody's trying to, you know, sell for 40, 50 bucks that people are not paying for. One of these cars came out a few months ago and it sold out like everywhere. It sold out on eBay. I don't even think it had the audacity to even reach Amazon. And if it was on Amazon, you know Amazon would pay 30 bucks for it, or give away 30 bucks, because that's Amazon. But yeah, it sold out on eBay, Circle B Diecast, Lionel Racing's actual like app, and Spoiler Diecast it sold out on, and all these other, you know, NASCAR diecast websites or whatnot, or sellers, whatnot, whatever you want to call it. But luckily, I went on eBay about 5 days before I left on vacation, and I was able to spend, unfortunately it was $200, not cheap for NASCAR diecast these days, but it is what it is, on, I believe it was 7 or 8 cars that I got here. But yeah, anyways, the story that I want to tell you guys is that I received these 2 packages a few days before, like 2 days, like 1 or 2 days before I left for Texas on vacation. But unfortunately, these 2 boxes, I can't remember which one it was, but one of these boxes was supposed to come a day after I left, which it did, so that's awesome. But one of these other 2 boxes got delayed for about, I think, 3 days. Because of the bad weather that, of course, you know, that the southeast got hit by when I was on vacation. They had some really bad storms. So it got delayed for 3 days, which isn't, you know, it doesn't matter to me, of course, because I'm in vacation. I'm down in, you know, Fort Worth, DFW for 10 days, so I didn't care. But it just sucks, you know. But it is what it is. But yeah, we have 4 boxes here today. Like I said, these 2 here, right here on the right, were the ones that came while I was on vacation. These 2 did not. And these 3 boxes here are really light, but this is the one that's pretty heavy size. So it's going to be really cool what's going to be in this box. But I think we're going to start with the lighter boxes just to get them out of the way. Now, I did forget a pair of scissors, so I'll be right back to get me a pair of scissors. Well, I don't know where my dad put the scissors. I've been looking for them for about 5 minutes now, and I just said, screw it. I should just grab my car keys, because that's what I usually use in these shipments. Oh well, it is what it is. Alright. We're going to start off with, let's do this box. This one seems promising to me. We're going to open up the bottom, just because I don't like opening up the tops or the sides, not only because it's harder to open up the tops and sides, actually, to be honest with you guys, but that way I leave the confidential information away. from the camera, if that makes sense. No offense to you guys, of course. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's just for privacy and safety. I am very a privacy kind of guy when I do YouTube. And here we have, I believe this is the Cinnamon Toast Crunch car. You guys will know what I'm talking about here in a second. Let me look. Yep, everything looks right here. This package I got from Racing USA. That's like one of the top tier sellers on eBay. They're another website / company, whatever you want to call it, that sells NASCAR diecasts off from Lionel. Just like Spoiler Diecast or Circle B Diecast. Some of those other popular, websites that sells that stuff. So shout out to Racing USA. I couldn't get this diecast anywhere else because not only was it sold out, but the other sellers that were selling this was like 25, 30, even 45 bucks I saw, even 50 bucks that I saw on eBay just a few days ago. This one I only paid like not even 20 bucks for, so this one was actually a pretty good W. But here we have Chris Buescher's number 17 Cinnamon Toast Crunch / Kroger. He ran this at Atlanta during the summer race where Chase Elliott scored his first win in 2025, besides his, Cookout Clash win. This is probably one of the best paint schemes of 2025. And of course you have like really nice looking purple, foil number. Such a cool diecast, guys. I would definitely recommend getting this one because not only is it popular and selling out, but just because of how cool it is. You know what they say? The coolest things get the most popular. That's how it goes, guys. Especially with collecting. So there's that. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like this diecast has the rubber tires or the metal chassis. But it is what it is. There are actually still a couple cars in the shipment that don't have the upgraded, parts of the 164 NASCAR diecast from Lionel. So, oh well. It is what it is. They're really cool though. Alright, that's good. That box is out of the way. Now we're gonna open up this USPS, United States Postal Service box. This is my first time getting a box like this from a NASCAR diecast, so it's really interesting. Is there any? Okay, cool. No confidential information. I'm just gonna turn it around and look. March 27th. I left on the 26th of March. This was supposed to come a day after I left, just like one of these other, either this box or this box. I can't remember which box got delayed. My dad would know. Yeah. The car, I will know here in a second which one got delayed, because the car that got delayed was a car that actually just came out a few weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago. It came out, but unfortunately it sold out so fast on websites, just like the other car that we're going to be looking at here, either in this box or the next box. We'll have to see. Sorry, box, but that's how it goes. Okay, I'm actually really excited to see what car is in here. And oh, there's a few packing peanuts in here. There is a lone 2 packing peanuts in here. Dang. And by the looks of it, this is the car that got delayed. So this is the car that got delayed. And this is the J.J. Yealy, number 44, Syracuse University. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a college. Syracuse University. I feel like people should know that. If I do, anyways. And this is really cool, actually. Hold up. Oh, this is just a United States Postal Service. We care. I don't need this. I thought it would be like a letter from the seller or something saying thank you for your purchase. But that's okay. But not only do we have a die cast, but we even have a free J.J. Yealy card from 2005. So we have a NASCAR card for J.J. Yealy that I got for completely free. That is awesome. W seller. And the thing that's crazy though is that I'm pretty sure I paid $30 for this card, which was ridiculous, but it was the cheapest I could find on eBay at that time. Now, I saw on K-State Diecast, which I usually buy from on eBay, he actually had more J.J. Yealy cars, and he only sold them for about $17-18. But he only had like 50 in stock or something like that. 50, 75. He had less than 100 when I looked. Because I always get notifications from K-State whenever he adds something, you know, from eBay, on eBay. So he didn't have that many, and I was on vacation, so either way I couldn't have gotten it. There's absolutely no way. Unless my dad got it for me. But he was probably at work. Either way, it worked out. We're going to go ahead and take this bubble wrap out of the car. Let's see. Oh, it has tape. That's why. Okay. I'm going to be very careful here because I don't want to accidentally do something stupid here or whatnot. If you know, you know, guys. Yeah, this is really cool. We got ourselves a J.J. Yealy card. That is really cool. And it also came in this little reusable baggie, which is cool, but I have so many reusable baggies, guys. I don't even need it. Nor my dad, probably. Alright. And now we have some plastic. Wow. The seller really did a great job keeping the packaging safe. Like, really safe. Like, he added bubble wrap, a few packing peanuts I'm still finding. You know, some bubble wrap packing peanuts, and even some of this plastic fold around stuff. I thought this was a cookie, but it's ice cream. Huh. Cool. Well, that is awesome. Here's the J.J. Yealy, number 44, Syracuse University. This is such a cool car, guys. I'm really, really happy that I finally have this car. Because I know this car just came out not too long ago, but I'm happy to say I finally have it. So that is really, really cool. That's a thumbs up in my books. Really cool car. This is, of course, NY Racing. They have been with the 44 team since the next gen cars have been made and raced in NASCAR back in 2022. Hard to believe 2022 was 4 years ago, but time flies, guys. Time flies. I'm gonna set this actually here. We'll put the J.J. Yealy card behind the J.J. Yealy card. Alright, box number 3 is another small one. And this should be the car that I've been waiting over 2 months trying to get. And I finally have it in my hands, just inside of this box. So that is really, really awesome. See if I can rip this. Maybe I'll have to go the other way. There we go. I had to go the other way. There we go. Okay, and then, okay, that should be good. Now we just gotta get this top, which we did. Well, this, or the side, excuse me. And now, and even more bubble wrap. Oh boy. More bubble wrap. And look at all these packing peanuts, guys. And the crazy thing is that ever since I left vacation, of course, the weather was pretty nice here back in Iowa. Well, we had some thunderstorms when I was gone, but nothing severe, at least for my area. Luckily, I live in northeastern Iowa, so we didn't get any of the bad storms. But if I lived in southeastern Iowa, back down in, if you guys don't know, Davenport or Clinton or any of those other towns, I would have been absolutely cooked because they had hail and stuff. But nope, we are good here, so that's awesome. But yeah, luckily for me, because I'm not a huge fan of snow or ice. Well, I don't mind snow, but I hate sleet and ice. Like, I don't mind snow, like actual snow, but if it's ice or sleet or like watery kind of snow, you know, slippery snow, that's when it gets too much for me. Holy freaking bubble wrap. Wow. That's crazy. Bubble wrap is crazy. And inside here is the car that everybody's trying to get, right inside of this white bag. And I got this car for, I believe it was $20-something, like around $25 to $30. So around that mark, I think it was like 27 or 28 bucks, which wasn't too bad for being this diecast anyways. Not very cheap, but when it's a car like this, that's how it goes. And here we have Carson Hocevar's number 77 Chili's Ride the Dente for $20.25. And just in case you guys know, this car does not have the upgraded die-cast body and chassis. Specifically, the rubber tires and metal chassis. But this J.J. Yealy car does have the upgraded stuff. So, you know. Wow. This is awesome. Finally, I have, especially these three cars were the cars that I was trying to get the most, because these three cars right here combined are probably worth like 80 bucks, to be honest with you guys. They're worth probably 20 bucks each, maybe more. Unfortunately, these three cars just right here, this one was basically 30 if you include tax or whatever. This one was a little over 30, like 35, and this one was 18 or 20. So right there is what, 70 bucks? 80? Like 80 bucks. And then I have probably like 4 or 5 die casts at least probably in this box. It's pretty full. So that is really fun. But yeah, this is a really cool car, you guys. Finally I have this car. And I don't care if I had to pay, you know, almost 30 bucks for this freaking car. I just wanted it in my collection. Woohoo! That is awesome. Oh man, dude, everybody wants this car. Anybody that's watching this video that doesn't have this car, I am sorry, guys, but to rub in your guys' face like that, I'm not trying to be rude. But dang, I feel bad for you guys, especially if you guys want that car. Luckily, K-State Diecast did have this car back in stock, because Lionel Racing had 2 shipments of this Carson Hocevar Chili's Ride the Dente car. So luckily, you know, there was 2 shipments of that car. There was a shipment, well, there was an early release shipment that was like really hard to find. It came out as an early release on eBay, like, and people sold it for like crazy and sold out crazy. And there was the actual shipment of it. So there's basically 2 actual shipments, and then there was an early release shipment of the Carson Hocevar Chili's cars right there. So, yep. Sorry guys, I had to scratch my back. It was getting itchy. We're good now. For the next box. That is really cool that I got a, a free NASCAR J.J. Ely card. Even though I don't collect NASCAR racing cards, or anything like that, I'll still keep it, of course. Why wouldn't I? I'm not going to give it away. It's free. So that is awesome. Thank you, seller, for that. And now here we have our last and final box. I'm very excited for this one. This one is going to be fun to do. Oh boy, there's at least 6 die casts in here, guys. This is a huge box right here. And this is, of course, from my favorite, kind of my favorite seller. The seller I always get from. K-State Diecast. One of my favorite sellers on eBay. No offense to anybody else, of course. And of course, we get the iconic packing peanuts that are all over this box. It's snow and packing peanuts. Or fireworks as packing peanuts. Because there are a lot of cool looking die casts in this box here. Unfortunately, I couldn't get all the packing peanuts. It sucks, but oh well. Alright, let's see. We're going to start off with... we're going to start off with a 2026 die cast. Here we have Christopher Bell's number 20 DeWalt for Joe Gibbs Racing. Number 20 Toyota Camry for 2026. I love the blue packaging that they have for the new 2026 Gold Series cars. That looks really cool. I feel like what Lionel could do is that last year they did a white or a gray fade for 2025 Gold Series boxes. But I feel like the next couple years, this year for 2026, they're doing blue as, Gold Series. I feel like next year for 2027 could be red or yellow, and then the year after could be one of those two as well. Because NASCAR's logo is red, yellow, blue, black, and white. So it'd be cool if they did that, for sure, for sure. Wow, 4 die casts, awesome. Our next die cast is a 2025, and this one has also, just like the Christopher Bell, packing peanut. This one has the upgraded, rubber tires, metal chassis. This is Josh Berry's number 21 PPG paints. He ran this at quite a few tracks actually last year. One of them being Indianapolis. Not the Indy 500, of course. That's IndyCar. Last year, Bubba Wallace won the Indianapolis NASCAR race in his Pala Casino car. This is a really cool car. This is a paint scheme that Josh Berry ran for Indianapolis, so that's really cool. Next up, we have Eric Jones and his number 43 Dollar Tree / STP car. Some would say this would be a throwback to Richard Petty, but this is not a throwback. This is actual paint scheme that Eric Jones ran for quite a few races last year. This one also has the die-cast body and chassis, so that is awesome. This is our first Eric Jones die-cast of 2025, which is crazy to say, because we had a John Nemechek Backstreet Boys car before Eric Jones STP Dollar Tree car, which might sound crazy because, Richard Petty, the king, the best NASCAR driver ever with 200 wins. And I know people are going to argue with that. Well, what about Dale Earnhardt Sr., Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson, all those David Pearson, all those other good drivers, Bill Elliott, Kaylee Arbro, all those other really good drivers? Nope. I have to argue with you guys. Richard Petty is the best NASCAR driver in NASCAR. I know people are going to argue with me with that and not get happy at me for that, but it's just true, guys. He has the most wins, which I know doesn't, sound promising, but it does. And now we have Noah Gregson's number 4 Farm Rich Mozzarella Sticks. Huh, this is so crazy, because I love Farm Rich Mozzarella Sticks. They are super good. Too bad they didn't come with marinara sauce, so, but whatever. Oh well. The cool thing about this car is that on the hood, there's a mozzarella stick that's pulled with cheese. That is just so cool. I forgot where he ran this paint scheme at, but I had to get this car. At first, I didn't really want to, but on my second hand, I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's a Noah Gregson car, diecast. I like Noah Gregson, and I also like Farm Rich Mozzarella Sticks. Let's just get it. And I did. And this one also has the rubber tires, metal chassis. I think we have like one more car in here, I think. I'm pretty sure there was 5 cars. Yep, there's 5 cars in this box. And look at all the packing peanuts. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. All right, this is a really cool car to end off. This is Ryan Blaney's number 12 Body Armor Black. This is a really cool car, guys. This also has the upgraded, thingy-majigs, whatever you want to call them. The upgraded rubber tires and metal chassis. And the cool thing about this car is that it has silver chrome, trims for the wheels. So that's awesome. I love this car, guys. I love this paint scheme. As much as how bland it is, the neon, watermelon pink, flamingo pink looking color, and then you have this white with it. It looks really, really cool with neon. I can't imagine if they did like a Menards black paint scheme. Like if Ryan Blaney would have ran like a Menards paint scheme, but if it was like black like this, and then it had like the neon, oh my goodness, that would be really, really cool, I think, in my opinion. And I think some people might agree with me on that. Ryan Blaney fans, where are we at in the chat, guys? Are we in here? Beautiful paint scheme. And, me being a Chase Elliott fan, I gotta like Ryan Blaney, of course. There's no way you don't hate Blaney and like Chase Elliott. They are best friends. Ever since high school, of course, so that's awesome. And there you guys have it. My Easter, you could say my early Easter NASCAR diecast shipment that I got on Easter. And I would have done this shipment. It's not that I had to wait because my parents made me to. My parents aren't like that. They don't give a frick. But I would have done this NASCAR diecast shipment before I left on vacation. I would have if the cars didn't come late. Or if they would have came a few days early, I would have done it, of course, but it's whatever. It's kind of nice I got them here. That way, I have something to do after vacation because I'll feel bored, of course, but it's good. It's all good. So, yeah. That will be it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the YouTube video. Make sure to like and subscribe, of course. And I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. So, yeah, I'm just moving these boxes over. So much stuff here. Besides the diecast, I have 4 boxes here full of packing peanuts, paper, slips, bubble wrap, and all that. So, yeah. See you guys. God bless.